Trader Troy, and today we are going to be talking some city things, basically the transportation tax renewal, which is up, some city surveys, and whatever else we want to talk about the city. Thank you guys for joining us and taking your time out.
Thanks for having us, Ryan. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. So let's start where what we kind of intended to talk about here is a transportation tax renewal. We're going through a big period of no new taxes, no new whatever, but this isn't a new tax. This is something that's been going on since the 80s.
Yeah, 84.
By the response online, people are liking the new roads and they're liking the road projects, and this is a big cord to keep those things going, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. This does keep our road system going. Has since 1984, like you said, and not a new tax. It's just a half-cent sales tax. And so it equates to about, a nickel every $100 that you spend here in the town. So that's not very big ask or anything like that, but it does add up to about $2.3 million, somewhere north of that actually for an annual basis. So and all of that, 100% of the $2.3 million goes straight into our roads. To they're not the city's roads, they're the community's roads, and every last dollar and every cent is spent and accounted for straight to our streets and sidewalks throughout the community.
And sidewalks has been a big thing. You guys had a sidewalk meeting last night. Unfortunately, I couldn't attend, but this is part of that, correct?
Yeah, absolutely, and that feeds right into it. Our last survey, which I know we're going to talk about surveys here in just a little bit, but our last survey really indicated a high demand or high want for connectivity throughout the community through sidewalks, and so our street department dove right on top of it, and these are some of the direct results. We're going to see Beck and Ivy coming online pretty quickly, and then hopefully by this fall we'll have some engineering to connect the one across 127 exit there, going over I-44, which that was at last night's meeting, and hopefully hit the ground running with that being completed next year, and we'll have a completely connected southwest portion of the community, connecting about 2 parks together and a whole bunch of neighborhoods as well.
3 miles of streets probably by the end of 2027 of brand new sidewalks.
Of brand new sidewalks, which is good because one thing, and I'll be I used to live in other cities and places that were really good walking cities. Lebanon has never been quite the good walking city, but you guys are doing that. But it takes a while because you do have to engineer, you do have to get the land, you do have to lay those out. So it's not something that we can do in 6 months.
Right.
This is something that this ongoing tax is going to help us continue these improvements throughout.
Yeah, and there is struggles with that. There's easements, like you mentioned, you have to get from property owners. I don't think they'd be too happy if we just showed up with concrete trucks and started pouring concrete in their yards.
Right.
So you do have to get those easements, and those take time and money as well to be able to develop those and go. And you also want to go in the right spots. You want to go where it's going to matter and get the most impact for the least amount of dollars that you can spend towards projects like that. So we certainly are appreciative of working with the public and trying to get those going, and glad to see those projects finally getting to the end here.
Yeah, there's as the mayor said, those projects have been underway for a number of years. It takes 3 to 4 years to get those things, especially if you bring in federal grant dollars like we've done on the Beck Lane sidewalk. So, but we've got more started. So we're working, trying to find a federal grant to finish new sidewalks on Jefferson, which is a prime pedestrian corridor.
Yeah.
Some of it's okay, some of it's non-existent. So there'll be plenty of work to do. But with the transportation sales tax, it allows us to do all the engineering, provide the staff support. We can even do some of these sidewalks in-house. We did East Bland last year with all in-house resources. Yeah. So we're going to do Ivy Lane with in-house resources, and that sales tax pays for that. So that's what that transportation sales tax gives us, is the flexibility to meet the needs of what the residents are wanting. We just opened a brand new section of Mount Rose Avenue, and that started out as a stormwater project, but when you drive it, you don't even see the stormwater. It's all underground, and all you see is a brand new street heading up to a brand new park. But all of that was made possible because of the transportation sales tax.
So I want to ask about budgets a little bit, because there's been confusion. We see stuff online just straight from the horse's mouth. This tax cannot be used for anything else, right?
Correct.
No.
It cannot buy things people are going to be upset about. It can't do any of that. If it is earmarked for this, that is exactly what it does.
Yeah. So those taxes, we have several taxes that are exactly like that, and they're very specific on what we can spend any of those funds on. And this one's transportation, and so it can only be modes of transportation. It can only be streets, sidewalks, curb, gutter, that kind of stuff. It can only be those kind of infrastructure projects. We can't buy paper at City Hall with it or
Right.
whatever kind of
Yeah.
thing it is. It has to be directly towards that, and that's all state statute spells that out, and we have that on the ballot language as well, and that's what it's going to be directed towards.
Yeah, and I think if people got out and drove around a little bit and visited some neighboring communities, they'd see what 42 years of a dedicated sales tax has done for
Yes.
streets. I would put Lebanon streets against any cities in the country in terms of the quality.
I was.
And that's because we've had 42 years of a dedicated funding source that can only go into streets, and it shows.
You're exactly right.
I was just going to say, Mr. Kansas City guy, I've been to Kansas City in some of those streets. So it's probably no offense, but but when you have that large, and I'm not a pro-tax guy. I'm not sitting here trying to say, hey, come on, city, whatever. But when the tax is right, and we have to all pitch in and have that community investment in our community. And the streets are something. Streets and sidewalks is something every one of us use. And this isn't a new tax. Nothing is going to go up. You're not going to see any more money out of anything that you do. It's just we're going to continue the status quo and apply that money to improving streets and sidewalks.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Which is a huge thing people talk about: sidewalks. So
They've been streets have been number one on our surveys since we started doing them, and I suspect that they'll probably be number one on the survey that's going on right now. And I mean, that's just the nature of it. And that's one of the larger services that Lebanon provides to its citizens is our streets and infrastructure like that to be able to do that. And Lebanon really did step up to the plate. 42 years now they've been doing that and stepped up, said we want better streets, we want better roads, and this is the direct result of that. 47 years of that, 42 years of that tax being on the books, and it really is. I was just thinking that this morning that whenever I was driving around, I was like, man, I would completely put our streets up against anybody's in the nation. I mean,
They're that good.
they are. They really are. I mean, it's amazing. And I know there's a pothole here or there, and that's always gets attention. But go everywhere else, and I mean, we really do have a great street department here.
I've gotten the luxury or benefit, whatever, of back when I was younger, driving around a lot, being in a lot of states. I've been to all 48 states, Mexico, Canada, and I traveled a lot of that by road, most of that by road. And no, I would say one thing Lebanon has going for them is the streets are pretty sound, and stuff gets taken care of. You don't have truck-sized potholes that remain forever. You do have potholes. You do have streets that are settling. You do have lines that need to be painted. Nothing is perfect, and everyone likes to nitpick. But I would compliment you guys on the streets and roads, and we just need this tax to make sure that.
Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly right, and it is up to the voters to approve this. There again, voting's open right now, and they can vote all the way, absentee vote all the way up to August 3rd.
Yes,
and then the election day is August 4th.
Yeah,
so.
and to plug that, we're going to have all that election coverage, so we'll be bringing this in real time, the results of that. Not only that, Linda did say that no excuse voting is open. You just walk in there and vote. If you have a disability and you can't get out of the car, they'll come ID you and do everything there at the car for you. So there's no reason, if you have 10 minutes, stop by there and just cast your vote.
Yeah, absolutely.
For that, is that the only city thing on this election?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it. It's a primary. I know we have a lot of other state ballots and state initiatives and stuff like that.
Yeah, our ballot should take you less than 10 seconds.
Okay, fair enough. So we keep talking about this survey. Give me a very brief history of what this survey is.
So when I first became mayor in 17, really wanted to reach out to the public, find out what they wanted to do, and form our goals, formulate a plan for action to happen on those goals. So in 2018, we sent out a survey to the citizens. They filled it out. It was great. It was awesome. We did it again in 20. We did it in 22. We've done it in 24, and that's now in 26 here again. So we do that every other year, and we take that. We do it in the summertime, late spring, summertime, like we are right now. We take that back to the table, digest all of the data in the fall, and then and we have a meeting with council. We say, hey, this is what all the citizens want. We really digest it, get into all the numbers, the details of this is what this area wants to see. This is what this area wants to see. All those kinds of different things. And then formulate a plan, an action plan for the next year, next 2 years, and really formulates and forms right into our budget whole process, which starts and ends in June, but which we just got done with that, but really formulates into that and really gives us a roadmap for the next year, 2 years down the road of what the community wants to see, what's their priorities, and we're able to formulate those goals and build what they want to see. And
you guys do take that at heart. So that's the roadmap. So my thing is what you had 400 or 500 people fill it out. And this is where my disconnect, and I'm going to look right into the camera at the people at home, go fill that out. Because if you don't like the direction, you're giving 400 or 500 people the power for 15, 16,000. So the more people that get in and vote and get in and fill out that survey will give you guys a broader scope. If it's only 400 of one demographic, then now the city's serving that demographic. But if you guys are putting stock into the survey, we need more people to fill that out.
The more the better the data is. I mean, really, the more people that fill it out, truly the better the data is. Statistically, which I'm not a statistics major, I can barely say the word. But they, the more that you do fill it out, the better it does get. But somewhere around that 400 or 500 is statistically,
yes,
on par with like 95, 96%. But there's some deltas there and all that kind of stuff. All the statistics that they want to spew at you. But it really does make a difference. If 800 people, we would have a lot better idea, and maybe one or two of those people might have a great idea that we can all latch onto. And you never know. I mean, there's some fantastic ideas that one or two people mentioned, and then we kind of put out some feelers for it, and it was like, wow, that's a really great idea, man. I think the skate park was one of those things that came from that.
An update?
Yeah, which is getting an update.
The sledding hill.
Yeah, the sledding hill. That was one of those things that just somebody, hey, wish we had a sledding hill, and about 3 or 4 people mentioned it. Well, we kind of put it out to the. I think at that time we had a park survey going right after that, and we put it out on that, and it went gangbusters on the park survey, and so we did it, and so that really just gives us that edge of, hey, so no ideas off the table or anything like that as far as what we can do or what we can try, at least to see what we can come up with.
And one of the things, we've been covering more city council, more doing that, because the more citizens get involved, the more input you guys have, and you guys aren't allergic to input from the citizens.
Not at all. Not at all. We welcome it every day to input. I mean, that's what we thrive on. That's what I've thrived on. That's what I want to do. I'll be the first to tell you I don't have all the answers by any means or any stretch of the imagination, but I certainly would listen and try to help out in whatever way we possibly can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would encourage all the residents, and we've designed it so that it's not, previous surveys might have been restricted to trying to do a more survey area. We've opened it up to everybody in the city. Yeah. You can do it online. As of today, I think the number was we had 440 surveys complete. 370 of them were within the city limits of Lebanon. So what we'll do is we'll take the data from the Lebanon residents, and we'll take the data from the Laclede County residents, and the Lebanon residents obviously will get priority.
Get more weight,
get more weight, but we'll look at those comments, especially the written comments, because those folks in Laclede County probably do their shopping, go to
shopping,
church,
schools,
spending
church,
their time going to church, schools, everything in Lebanon. So their opinion matters. We're just going to kind of weight them differently, and we'll see what we get from a results standpoint if we get a little bit of different data. So we're encouraging everybody to participate. If you have an interest in Lebanon, whether you're a resident or a non-resident, fill out the survey, and that gives us some direction. It may guide us on infrastructure planning. It may guide us on some of the recreational programs, some of the conversations we're having about who operates the Civic Center and the YMCA and all those. All of that is taken into this process to try to see, all right, how do we build a city that people actually want?
Right.
They'll live here and pay taxes here.
Right. And avoid of non-participation. So if people aren't showing up to council to talk to you, if they're not filling out the surveys, because another thing, if you're just griping on Facebook, that's kind of like going out in the yard.
Count.
You're going out and shouting to the sky, right? Let's make some direct contact. Right?
Complaining on Facebook doesn't count.
You got to make some direct contact with the city. And I'll be the first to admit, I've not liked everything the city's decided or done, and we do our best to.
I'm shocked, right?
I know. I
don't think I like everything we decided either.
That's fair.
I don't think you're in the boat alone on that one.
But that's when you rule by council.
But it's something I have to do,
That's when you rule by council, right? But this is a way to input, because if you're just out there griping on Facebook and my group or other groups or just posting your opinion, that's great. And you and your friends and neighbors can sit and whine about that and gripe about that. And you may have a really valid point. You may have run that up the flagpole and get a ton of people together with you, but unless it's brought to you on one of these surveys or city council, you don't have a team that monitors Facebook. You don't have a team that monitors those. So this is a really good way to get in touch. We've been encouraging people to come to city council and stand up there and talk, and we've been seeing an increase in people coming to do that. that. And this survey is a good way to get your input. If, like you said, if you have an interest in the city, go fill it out.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, you don't even have to have an interest in this. Just if you want to see something here in the community, or whatever. I mean, I don't even know. I can't even think of something offhand that would be totally off the cuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, whatever it is. I mean, truly, we really do look at all of the data and compile it all and really dive into it. And, okay, this doesn't work, or we could try this, but it's going to have to be on a long-term plan, or this is going to cost $20 million, or some kind of crazy project. Okay, well, can we really do it for that, or whatever it may be. I mean, we really do take all of those to heart and have since the beginning, and that's the key to it. I think is we really listen, and then we enact on what people want, what they want to see.
I think if you installed a taco bar for city council meetings,
do you think that would drive up attendance?
I think it would. I'd pay a $3 cover. You know,
I don't think we could charge for letting people come in.
Okay, so legally it could be free. So it's, that's my input. I'm going to go fill the survey. Taco bar for city council meetings. That's my input. That's what I think this town needs. All right, thank you, gentlemen. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about while we're here?
I want to remind everybody, go out August 4th. Vote now, vote till then. And August 4th, we're looking forward to it. And we certainly appreciate the last 42 years of support that this tax has given us. As Troy said, it really truly is beneficial. And this is one of those that you can see, touch, feel every day, and getting around the community. It certainly is important to Lebanon and what we do up here and what people want. And this is certainly an important one of those very important votes and commitments that the citizens have made to Lebanon that to make us better. So we go out and vote. August 4th is the deadline for that. So just go out and vote yes. That's all you got to do.
Sure. Yeah, I ditto what the mayor said. Just participate in your community. Vote, show up at council meetings, express your opinion, fill out the survey, engage. Drive this community forward. That's what we need. We need people engaged, and if we get 15,000 people all pulling in the same general direction, we'll be the fastest moving city in the country. That's what the goal is.
It's like, seriously, I heard a quote one time that really changed the way I thought, and it wasn't that long ago, is if they have 15,000 people thinking the same exact way, doing the same exact thing, congratulations, you have a cult, right? If you have 15,000 people that believe differently but still have an objective to move the same way, you have progress.
Yes.
And this is where I kind of say something a little poignant is, look, the city is the city, government is government. Say what you will about it, but these two gentlemen have taken their time out. They want transparency. They want you prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. Come out, fill out the surveys, come to city council, do the things they're asking you to do, and then if they don't do it, then yell at them. But until you participate and do that thing, let's prove them wrong, right? Let's do that. Let's participate in our community and see what happens.
I'm more positive, so I'd say prove us right. No, I'm just giving you a hard time, but that's just me.
Prove them right, prove them wrong, whatever. This is the last appearance, I guess. But no, I mean, a lot of people get on the internet and they're very negative or something. So I'm just talking language,
so I mean,
right? But no, like come in, participate in your community and see what happens, right? Instead of just going out and yelling at the sky, being on Facebook, go out, participate, fill these surveys out, show up to city council, email, talk to your councilman. I've been involved in a lot of stuff that didn't become news stories because councilmen got involved and got it fixed, and that's what they're for. Representative Hardwick and Schmidt, they when they're off time, they're doing it. Your city council is the same thing.
Yes, absolutely.
They just didn't sign up to sit there in that chair. Same thing with you.
No, definitely not. They welcome it. I mean, I think I would speak for all 8 of them. I mean, I think they welcome it and they want that. I mean, and like I said, I don't think they feel too much different from me. They don't know everything. They can't see everything. They can't be everywhere all at one time. But they're there to listen and to help. And if there is something that you are, whatever it is, whatever concern you might have, bring it up to us. We're fine. We're gonna be okay, and we're gonna work right through it, and we'll see what we can do.
Right, and it's a shared city, it's a shared space. Not everybody's gonna get what they want, but what's the betterment for the community? So thank you guys for coming. This will circulate on the internet, I'm sure. Stay tuned. We got a lot more coming up. August 4th at 7 p.m. We'll be live with Taylor Howe and David Millsap doing our coverage for the election. Just like we did last round, we had about 40,000 people check in. We we tentatively will have an interview with former Governor Parsons, and we're trying to get some other guests to show up. We have some tentative throughout the night. It might be a long night. Usually the municipal election's little. This is state. Some of the things that we're doing are more statewide. So tune in for that. Girl Power comes out on Friday, doing the Delivery and Joy thing. Millsap in the morning. Tune in tomorrow morning. Dr. Jeff Brown will finish up our election coverage. If you haven't got a chance to see and meet all the candidates, we interviewed every candidate that was on the ballot on the Millsap show, so you can go back on YouTube or Facebook and watch those Millsap in the mornings and catch up and see who to vote for. So
that's awesome, and I just want to say a little quick plug for you here.
Yeah.
That's totally cool that you guys have done that, grabbed a hold of that, and really talk to all those candidates and get to expose them and really get the people a choice.
Yeah.
Be able to see them and in kind of a more casual setting.
Yeah.
And I know David's great at what he does, and he's not scared to ask hard questions or anything like that either. So
he just won't answer them. So, yeah.
But it was great. I was on there a couple months ago, and we had a great time, great conversation about what's going on in the city, and it's just really cool that you guys are doing that, and I just wanted to give you a plug for that. So
thank you.
Kudos to that. Kudos to you guys.
Thank you. When we envisioned this, we knew that we wanted to be part of our community, and part of that, being part of that community, is just doing that and letting people make their own choice and decisions. We were talking a little off camera. We try to toe the middle of the line. A lot of people watching is like, "You're big friends with city." No, I agree with this tax. I agree with the survey. Get involved. Next time I'll have you on about something we'll fight about. Okay. With media, with all of that, we take the responsibility of being down the middle. And so tune into our city council coverage, tune into our city coverage. These guys really do enjoy transparency. They're masochists or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, but they're great guys, and they took out the time to come here. So this is like their fifth goodbye. So just hit the button and let's go.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
I don't know how to stop it on YouTube.
Go up to where it says docs. I wouldn't say anything real weird yet. Go up to, oh, look, it's doing that thing. When you stop streaming, it should kill it on YouTube as well.
Okay, well, I hit stop streaming. So.
Well, pull up.